It's hard to believe that just a few years ago, most of the world couldn't identify Turks and Caicos on a map. Today, this tiny chain of 40 islands and keys has cemented itself on the list of the premier destinations in the world. Nearly 2 million visitors travel to our shores each year by plane and cruise ship. Turks and Caicos is the place everyone wants to see, experience, or even call their second home. The best beach in the world. Caribbean's most romantic destination. Best diving spot in the Caribbean. Leading culinary destination. The list of accolades goes on and on and on. Truth is, we've always been what every traveler could want or ask for. We needed only to open our doors and let the world in.
The travel to Turks and Caicos really began to happen with when Club Med opened in December '84. And then suddenly there was an interest for the island. The government had created a runway, which before we did not have. And then we begin to see airlift because Club Med needed some airlift for its resort. So the first airline who came here, and I remember there was Cayman Airways. And it was fun. And everybody was along the runway. Everybody was there. And it was super excited to see this plane landing here.
The formation of the Turks and Caicos Hotel and Tourism Association proved to be the tipping point for taking tourism to a notable level.
You know, that period in the very early 90s was really a transitionary period between an outback little destination that very few people knew about and a more legitimate tourist destination. So there was a lot of old school thinking when we came in with some hotel operators that were, I would say, iconoclastic rascals in a way. And we were looking to legitimize tourism and to really see what the future would be like.
The country was seeing the positive impact of tourism to the economy, but its full potential could not be realized without more airlift. Getting that airlift without the high volume of beds was the challenge.
American Airlines made very clear that they didn't want to come to a country with so few hotel rooms. They really wanted like at least 1,500 rooms, and we were about like 900, and we wooed them relentlessly. They came down and we came to an agreement that they would come if we raised $250,000 as an operational guarantee to come in. And we just told them, we have a very special energy here, there's a magic here, and you should come and be a part of this from the ground up. That was kind of the pitch.
While the association's figureheads championed efforts with the major airlines, the entire Turks and Caicos community rallied. With a goal of $250,000, a thermometer was erected downtown, and the level increased bit by bit as the small business community pledged $500, $1,000, $3,000, raising every dollar needed to cement the deal.
We had people got in, especially when we founded American Airlines. You know, the money was put for American Airlines. Everybody, mainly locals, were absolutely crazy with it and participated. It was amazing.
The destination has now exploded, and Turks and Caicos is at the top of everyone's bucket list. Celebrities claim they've discovered it, and who can blame them? It's the sweet secret you just can't keep to yourself. Now, savvy travelers are awakening to the fact that the Turks and Caicos archipelago possesses features far beyond the beauty of its picturesque turquoise waters, ones that stretch farther than Providenciales and the iconic Grace Bay Beach. The capital island of Grand Turk is more than just the center of our cruise activity. The island attracts those looking for a superb fishing experience and boasts some of the most superior dive sites in the world. The twin islands of North and Middle Caicos are the ideal getaway for travelers in need of quiet seclusion and access to a retreat. North and Middle are also the perfect spot for the adventurous tourist. Visits to caves, slave ruins, flamingo ponds, and blue holes are just a sample of the exploration that awaits a visitor to these islands. Hiking, Kayaking and paddleboarding here are unmatched, and the Middle Caicos Ocean Hole, possibly the widest blue hole on Earth, is a sight to see. Salt Cay is said to be the island that time forgot, which is a nod to how authentic the island has remained. At only 2.5 square miles, this is the epitome of true island life. Many flock to Salt Cay for the whale watching experience, as an impressive convergence of humpbacks takes place yearly in the Turks Island Passage, an experience one never forgets. When asking the question of the best destination for travel, the answer is clear. Where do you go to frolic with free dolphins and swim with sea turtles? To capture flamingos in flight and rare birds that can't be seen anywhere else? To lay and bask in the Caribbean sun on powdery white beaches without a soul in sight for miles? To hike beautiful terrain and take fantastic cliff jumps into idyllic waters? To dance to the rhythm of the goatskin drum and shake hand-chisel cowbells? To dive up a delicacy with your bare hands and eat it fresh from its shell? There's only one place that delivers it all: the Turks and Caicos Islands.